Hello, my name is Sahra Mani. I'm a filmmaker from Afghanistan. I am here this year as a jury member of Asian Film Festival in Barcelona, and it's a great pleasure for me to be here and watching so many wonderful films and being in this beautiful city. Thanks for inviting me, and it's an honor for me to be part of the team. The film, it's my Kabul Melody is my second feature film, which is in editing room right now, and I hope I could finish the film on 2022. So I was thinking how in Afghanistan, contemporary Afghanistan, before Taliban coming, how modern women live and how modern girls navigate their way among all the barriers and taboos in this society. Because in my previous film, A Thousand Girls Like Me, it was about, my character was about different part of the society. She was fragile regarding what's happening to her in her family. But after the film over, I always want to talk about modern woman in a conflict society. How they navigate their way, how to find their way, how to deal with challenge all around them, whatever is coming from the family, whatever is coming from society, and how they find their way and fight for their goal. So that's why I went to the music school to see what they're doing. Actually, the music school was in my neighborhood, so it was not far from me. So I went there in the beginning to just enjoy of the music and see how things happening. I was not really sure to make a film about this music school, but it was in my mind to collect the other part of society that modern women or educated women, they are fighting for their right. It's just for my knowledge. So when I went there, slowly, I make a decision to follow the life of two girls that they are studying music there, and I stay with them almost last 6 years. So I was witness how many challenges they were facing to become a musician. Whatever is coming from the family, from Taliban, bombing, suicide attack, and also my society, a traditional society, or many Muslim country, they don't accept women to become artists, especially to become musician. So it's forbidden, and it's very difficult to get to achieve what they want. So yes, it's about music and the beauty and the life of artists in conflict society, which is we can address to many societies in my region, in Middle East, in many Muslim country. So their story is not just belong to Afghanistan, but belong to many generation and many society. Like myself also wants to be dancer, but my mom said, you are not going to talk about being dancer under this roof. Oh. So yes, and still I want to be dancer, but luckily I'm enjoying of making film and watching film. Also, it's if sometimes happening and I'm not able to make a film, but at least I'm enjoying of watching film.
It's never too late, they say.
No, actually, sometimes when I'm coming back from shooting and I'm bored and tired, I just turn on the music and I dance for 1 hour, and after that I feel so much better. And that's, I think that's a gift from nature, from God, or whatever you call it. So to be able to enjoy of this beauty of the life.
Yeah, for sure. And one interesting point is that actually with the rise of Taliban to the power, you decided to change the final act of the film?
The story of the film became the story of filmmaking. Because I was shooting this music school and following the girls who wants to become musician. But I was thinking that I'm simply just making film about their life and their challenge. But suddenly, I was thinking that I'm going to make a film how music helped them to navigate their way. But suddenly, the Taliban coming over the night, and 2 days before the Taliban coming, I was in the music school, I was shooting, I was talking with the people, and I were there, and I just asking simple this question, that people telling the Taliban coming back, is that true? And I said, no, they are not coming, like all embassies there, all international organization are active. How is possible Taliban couldn't come at all? Maybe they could come, they could take over other city, but not the capital. So I just constantly asking this question because I thought I might not use it, but I just want to know what they're thinking of coming back, the international terrorists. So 2 days after they arrive. So that's why the reality of Afghanistan changed the story of the film. So what's happened? Taliban coming and they occupy the music school. And I sent my cameraman to music school to shooting, but they didn't let him to enter the music school. So they took the music school, they took a building, but my protagonists, they took the music. If they want to have the building, they can have it, but we took the music. So that's the problem. They don't know what is more important. So if they kill themselves to have this building, they can have it. But my protagonists, whenever they are, they will live with the beauty of music for all their life. As I said earlier, whenever I am, doesn't matter how old I will be, I will always enjoy of watching the film and going to the cinema. This is something that bring meaning to my life and color and beauty and everything. And I will not get depression because I have something to enjoy and be in the peace all the time. So I could say that Taliban were the enemy of beauty, the enemy of artists. And they hate all beauties and they hate artists. They did kill so many artists, singers, musicians, filmmakers, journalists. They did, and they will do it again. And this is a horrible what's happening in our century, that a terrorist group could take power in somewhere in our world, and then they become stronger and stronger and they attack the rest of the world. Yes, I love making film. Doesn't matter it's documentary or fiction or experimental. I love taking photo. I love being photographed. I like to look at things in different way. But it's 2012 when I finished my study in UK and I go back to Afghanistan, I really enjoy of being in my country. So it's give me a very unique feeling that I want to live in this country and I want to die in this country. I don't want to go anywhere else in my life again, because I was grow up as a child refugee in different places, and I had experience of immigration many times. So, but in that time I thought I'm going to build my life here. I want to have my cozy house here and I will stay here forever. And then I find out that how cinema, especially documentary, could be powerful to raise the voice of women, children, and people. They don't have access to the things, access to education, access to judicial system. And I mean, I have a camera, and the camera is powerful. So I thought to use the camera when I find out how it's important, how we can make a magic with the help of the camera to help my society and bring to this something to this society and bring change. Especially I I was focusing on women issues because I was a woman and I grown up in this society, and I know how it's difficult to live in this society. That's why I thought I'm gonna do something which I knew. I was not really experiment on talking about economy or politics maybe, but I thought I'm gonna talk about what I am feeling or what I'm suffering more as a woman. So, and I'm talking from my heart, and it's true. So when I find out about this power, then I decide to make a film about women, children, society, and how this society treat a woman in bad way. My film, A Thousand Girls Like Me, was about a girl. She was abused by her own father for many years, and then finally she decided to find a way and rid out of this situation. So she tried to get help from her family member. They blind their eyes. She tried to get help from local police station in Kabul. They blame on her and accuse her as a liar. So, and finally she decided to go to TV station and talk in front of millions of people that what's happening to her in their house, in their home. So one night I was watching my TV at my home in Kabul, and I was seeing this program that a young girl's doing horrible confession in front of millions of people. Then I decided to find her to see how can I help her. So after 1 week of search for her, I was sitting in front of her like me and you, and then I went there for a few weeks to introduce her to lawyer or woman organization to help her. Then one day she asked me, "What is your job?" I said, "I'm teaching at the university." And then she said, "What are you teaching?" I said, "I'm teaching cinema." And then she said, "You know what? I'm watching the Indian drama in my TV, and I always saying I wish someone could come and make a film about my life." And and I said, "Okay, let's make once." But I didn't know that there is film or it's gonna be a TV reportage, or because it was a 2-room and dark, and they are not going out of the house. And I said, "This is heavy story and mise-en-scène is not really good. I don't think so. It's possible." But slowly we find our way to make this film, and this film was in your film festival this year. Obviously, right now in Afghanistan, there are brave women, or they are going to Kabul street and demonstration against Taliban. And unfortunately, we received so many bad news that some of these women was accusing by Taliban. Some of them are killed, some of them are disappear, and we don't know really the news because it's difficult to access to the situation. And I have a community back in Afghanistan. I just keep contacting what's happening, but it seems in some parts of Afghanistan, the women who are demonstrating in Kabul street, as you can see in media, they left behind alone, and they don't have international support. I think what's happening is not right. We were witness that so many women receiving support. They are outside of Afghanistan, like inviting to many organizations, receiving some prize as a brave woman. But the woman, the real brave women are in Kabul street, and they really need international support. And especially in that moment that we received some horrible news that they are disappeared. Some of them got killed. Some of them accused abuse. So they need our support. They are our hero. And if something change in Afghanistan, it's not by women who are outside, whatever they did before. Of course, we can keep talking about Afghanistan, giving awareness, of course, but the women who stay inside and they are doing demonstration every day in horrible situation, they knew that they might lose their life. They knew they might accused by Taliban. They knew they might killed in front of their family, but still they are going to Kabul street and doing demonstration. And international community, they just forgot them, while they just praise some other woman. They are okay, they are outside of Afghanistan. Of course they did something in the past, it's fine, it's good, but women inside, they need more support right now. So I'm just telling that I hope by help of this international community, the amount of these women who are standing in front of Taliban every day increase, and they could bring change. Now girls couldn't go to school. Now women couldn't go to work. That most of the women, they are the breadwinner of their family. Girls, the school are banned for girls. So these kind of things, we have to fight for that, and we should not just accept Taliban as they are. So if they got the country, occupied Afghanistan, we knew that, but we have to push them to accept women. I think it was a rush decision. It's damaged Afghanistan, like all our achievement for last 20 years, fighting for freedom, fighting to build this country regarding the culture, art, education, build something and dedicate to next generation. That's how this country will build. So by this rush decision, they destroyed everything we built. So it was horrible decision. What can I say? But leaving Afghanistan behind, especially women, it's gonna be more worse than what happened. Still we have way to fight, and we shouldn't just give up. We shouldn't just give up and forget that Afghanistan is somewhere far from us, and it doesn't affect. It will, because they are terrorist group, and it's dangerous for the rest of the world.